You run GSR on this guy?
Came back negative. Patrol's doing interviews, no weapon, nothing. Shooters in the wind.
Alicia, I cannot tell you how sorry I am.
I wish I could say I was surprised, but sadly, I'm not.
I promised you we're gonna find who did this to Ray. It's Detective Halstead.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but you aware of any specific threats against your husband?
My husband was ahead in the polls. You know, I would start looking at the people who had the most benefit by taking him out of the running.
Superintendent?
It is a sad day, Sergeant.
Yes, it is.
It was True Blue Chicago.
You're talking about him in the past tense, Brian.
Mr. President, just want you to...
I don't know how you keep from punching him.
Like you said, we're playing the long game.
Well, we know that Ray Price was shot from a distance. The problem is, we don't know where the trigger was pulled.
It'll be hard tracking the trajectory. The bullet's still lodged in Price's shoulder.
No direct eyeball witnesses, no shot spotter pods. We pulled all surveillance. As for motive...
He's black.
There's that. He's also ahead in the polls. There's a lot of people that don't want him to be mayor.
Ray Price is out of surgery, in stable condition. No major damage. The guy is one tough SOB.
Well, that's great news, Trudy.
I also went through all the 911 calls pertaining to threats made against Price. A lot of racial slurs. Brick through his house window. His car was tagged with the N-word last year. It's an ugly list, but nothing actionable. But there was one incident report that stuck out. It was a week ago. A man was seen in Price's yard having what was described as a violent argument with him. Patrol responded, but Price refused to file charges. He said the whole thing was a misunderstanding.
Who made the 911 call?
So, Mike, according to your file, you're the registered owner of 3 guns.
Last time I checked, we still had a Second Amendment.
And a long-range rifle.
I'm a hunter.
You go hunting yesterday?
No.
That's your car, Mike. It's parked a block away from the Boys and Girls Center where Ray Price was shot.
So what?
Okay, look. We know you went to Ray Price's house and threatened to kill him. We have witnesses. We also have looked through your social media. Your hatred for Ray Price is very well documented.
My hatred is justified. Price is a con man. Got me to put all my money into that neighborhood. Got me to donate even more money to his so-called charity. He said a Hilton was coming. A Hilton. I lost my business. My wife. Now this sleazebag's running for mayor.
Then what were you doing at the dedication?
Whenever Price goes out in public, I want him to look out and see my face and remind him I ain't going nowhere. But I didn't shoot him. I was getting a cup of coffee when I heard it happen.
When you heard it?
Yeah. Clear as day. Came from right behind me.
This is the 3rd building. Sure his alibi checks out?
Yeah. Rankin was at the 7-Eleven downstairs when the shooting happened. Bingo. Right there. Shell casing. This was his perch.
Yeah, this is perfect. He's got no security cameras, no people, elevated position, paint his target in the crosshairs, and then after the shot, easy getaway.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
I'll call the crime lab, get him up here.
Let's talk to building security.
So he came down these stairs here, and then he took off running. And I told him to stop.
Age, height, weight.
And he's black.
That's all you got?
I didn't get a good look at his face. I mean, he had on a backpack. I chased him down here. He struggled. He came up, pulled away, went over this fence. Came down hard on the other side, though.
That's as far as you went?
I work for minimum wage with no benefits, bro. I don't do fences.
Alderman Price was shot a block away from here. You know that, right?
Oh, I found that out later now. I work down here where it's loud, so I didn't hear any shooting. I just thought he was stealing.
Check it out. He must have dropped it.
Do you know which direction he went?
I don't know. He jumped into a car and drove away.
What kind of car?
Green.